What's up, my fellow geeks? Lately, I've been on a real kick for researching, making, and of course playing ancient board games. This is the Royal Game of Ur. This is the first board game that I researched and fell in love with, and probably still the most fun. This is a two-player strategy race board game from ancient Mesopotamia, early 3rd millennium BC. It has a long history in the Middle East, Israel, and Egypt. This game has been long forgotten and resurrected over time. The rules have been long lost, but the rules that I use are based on ancient clay tablets from the British Museum. A curator there, known as Irving Finkel, has reconstructed the rules, so that's what we use. This is the board that I constructed out of some spare craft wood I had lying around the house and some black paint, some wood stain. Then from the dollar store, a little dominoes case that I could paint and put all the pieces in. For the Royal Game of Ur, you're gonna need 7 moving pieces for the white player and 7 moving pieces for the black player. I just stole some checkers pieces from the game I had sitting at home. You're also gonna need 4 movement dice. Now, the original game used 4 four-sided pyramids that you would throw, and a four-sided pyramid has 4 corners. 2 of the 4 corners were marked with a dot or a movement, and 2 of the sides were not. So when you threw the 4 pyramids, you could get anywhere from 0 to 4. I chose to go with binary dice instead. They're a little bit easier to throw and work with. Mathematically, it's the same. As long as you have 4 objects that when you throw, half of the sides give you a point and half of the sides do not. So some games you would throw sticks where it's just 2 sides, one side's a point, one side's not. This game originally used pyramids, but for myself, just decided to go with the dice. Now, this is a D6, so there's 6 sides. 3 of the sides have a single point and 3 of the sides have no point. All right, let's go over the rules. The object of the game is to be the first player to get all 7 of your pieces onto the board, around the track, and off the board. There is still some debate as to the correct path around the track. Irving Finkel from the British Museum says this would be the most logical way. Player A has their side, player B has their side. Player A needs to enter the board here, come around the track, come up the middle, and off the board on their own side. Player B does the opposite, entering the board on their side, coming around through the middle and off the board on their side. This is a race war, so you can knock each other off the board on this middle track. You can only have 1 piece in any spot. So if I have a piece here and I roll a 1 or a 2, I can't move that piece. I would have to move a valid piece. There are 5 different flowers located on the board. If you land on a flower, you get to roll again. This middle flower is very important. If I land on the middle flower, I get to not only roll again, but I'm safe there. I cannot be knocked off. If your opponent has a piece somewhere in the middle track and you roll to hit that piece, you knock them off the board, they have to start again. That's a big part of this game. When you roll, you can't subdivide your roll. So if I roll a score of 4, I can't move 2 pieces 2. I have to move 1 piece 4 spaces. If there's no valid moves, you lose your turn. If you roll a 0, you lose your turn. That's it. This is a fast-paced game that's a lot of fun because it uses luck and strategy. The one thing I especially love is that they use 4 binary movement pieces as opposed to a single 6-sided die. On a regular dice, you have the same odds of rolling any of the numbers, but with binary die, the most commonly rolled number is going to be a 2. The second most common numbers are a 1 and a 3, and the least rolled numbers are a 0 and a 4. And that comes into play big time when deciding which pieces to move, when, and where. I also love the setup of the board. It really rewards you when you roll a 4. So if I have pieces off the board and I roll a 4, well, boom, I get to roll again. If I then roll a 4 again, boom, I get to roll again and that piece is safe. This game is a lot of fun. The Royal Game of Ur at the moment is my favorite ancient board game. I am, however, doing a lot of research and hope to discover some more hidden gems that I can create, play, and share with you here on YouTube. If you still have questions about the rules for the Royal Game of Ur, let me know in the comments section, and thanks for watching.